You do realize the bugs are on the outside, right?
Really?
Are you gonna turn right or do you go straight?
I think I go straight. Maybe I should have ridden my bike first.
What, get out and look and scope it out? There's a novel idea.
Sure. Yeah.
How smart is that?
Yeah, which is part of our MO apparently, because we're just stupid.
Hooking up, and of course the horses decide to show up, and I'm trying not to get too horse distracted. So I got a job to do, but man, oh man, they were just right over there. Look who came to say goodbye. Whoa, goodness gracious. Is that their way of waving? Right on the other side of the pit toilet seems to be their favorite place. Thank goodness for all these mirrors. I gotta pay attention. Are you gonna turn right or do you go straight?
I think I go straight, because I think right is more sights. We haven't been on this part of the campground loop.
So is it this way?
I think we keep going on this route, right?
I don't know.
Maybe I should have ridden my bike first.
What, get out and look and scope it out? There's a novel idea.
Sure.
Hello. Pretty cool. We got a send-off.
Very nice.
That was neat.
Very cool.
So I think that might be Gookie or Goki.
Gucci?
She kind of looked like that same color as Gucci, didn't she?
Yes.
Pretty neat. So it's really cool. When we went to visit the visitor center, we asked the ranger, a litany of questions, and one of them was about the bridge. And we noticed that there wasn't any guardrail on the bridge, not guardrail, cattle guard on the bridge.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how do they keep the horses on the island? I mean, I would think that the horses may want to, go utilize the bridge. And they said that they don't. For some reason, maybe once in a blue moon a horse will come over, but generally speaking they like the island.
Yeah, they said that because of the poor eyesight, they think, or there's no grass on the bridge, so no reason for them to venture off.
Right.
So yeah, so that was kind of funny.
That was cool.
Hello.
I don't know what to say.
You could just say hello.
Hello.
Everyone's out there.
Ew.
And they want you to say hi.
Hi there.
Was that so hard?
Well, it's hard to say hi to somebody when you can't see their face.
Well, they're right out there. They're right there.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the channel.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on? You guys see what I have to deal with every day. This comedic
that's not
relief.
Going in the video.
Huh?
That's not going to go in the video.
Oh, I think it might actually. I really do.
Maybe at the end where nobody watches.
Oh no, I think this might go in the beginning. So we have left Assateague Island, and That was a great stay.
Oh, that was a wonderful stay.
Had a blast.
That was really, really neat.
I will say, because that Assateague is not about this video, but I will say that that island is more than what I thought it would be.
It is.
So it was fantastic.
We need to come back.
Yes,
Definitely
and we will.
need to come back.
All right, so made a left onto this highway, and I think this is a pretty super route that we're on.
Why is that?
It's the Cape to Cape highway.
Yeah.
So what makes that super?
Well, it's a scenic route.
Well, that is a scenic route, but it makes it super because that's like a superhero, like Batman and Superman's cape. Cape to Cape. So that's like going from Batman to Superman. So that's a super route.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, and we're just getting started on the trip.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a long couple days.
850 miles.
Highway 50, the loneliest highway.
The loneliest.
Yeah, in the U.S. And I think it was one of the first contiguous highways that went coast to coast. So we've been on it
off and on quite a bit.
Yeah, from California. It stretches from Ocean City, Maryland,
I think so.
to Sacramento, California.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, but we spent some time on it in where?
Well,
California.
California, out by Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe, and then we went by Great Basin.
That's right.
National Park. That's the loneliest national park.
that was so funny because there's this BLM area that we were going to camp on, and it's like there's no one like ever there. Ever. And it just so happened the weekend that we decided to go there was this big national gold panner convention or rally. Yeah. And so the whole top plateau area was full, so we parked down in the parking area, the overflow. Next to the highway. Right next to the highway, like, I don't know, 10, 15 feet off the road, and we were a little bit worried about the road noise. But this highway, US 50, is so lonely that I think the 1 or 2 days that we were actually there at the campsite all day long, there was maybe like 4 cars that drove by the entire time. Yeah, we heard virtually no road noise. No, it was so funny. Yeah, but it was an interesting route that we took all the way out to Kansas, but that's kind of it. And so now on this trip, we get on it near Ocean City. So we've talked about that being one of our tours that we want to do. So do coast to coast on 50. Coast to coast, that's right. Turning into the park and ride before we get on the 495 Beltway, because there are no rest areas, and there were fuel stops where we could fit. No, and it's 5:30, so we're hitting Washington, D.C. at peak rush hour. Yeah. How smart is that? Yeah, which is part of our MO, apparently, because we're just stupid. But we have a bathroom behind us, so that's good. That's right. We always have conveniences. All right. Thank goodness this place is not busy. Yes. All right, we made it through our nation's capital, D.C., the Beltway. The Beltway, dun dun dun. Yes. Where has your sanity gone? Where's your mind gone? Yeah, no kidding. We thought we were crazy, stupid, going through the Beltway, D.C. at rush hour. Yeah, prime time rush hour.
Yeah, I mean, we hit it like at what, 5:45 or something? I
Well,
mean,
we were going to hit it at 5:45, but then when we stopped at the park and pee,
instead of the park and ride.
that's right, we decided to go ahead and have our lunch or dinner there and then let the traffic die down. And we did, and we got back on the road about, what, 6 or so?
Yes.
And it's been smooth sailing. We've been averaging, what, 50, 55 miles an hour the whole time, all the way around the Beltway.
We have it. It's been great. I mean, it's been really smooth. So going through DC on the Beltway turned out to be a capital idea. Yes.
Is that why you wanted to turn on the camera?
No. I just thought of it, actually. I'm full of it.
You are full of it.
But you know, the other thing that we noticed is that if you're on the eastern side of DC, or like at the beach or whatever, and you're trying to go west, you got to go through DC, or otherwise you're going to be going like really miles out of your way.
Hours.
Yes, so you have to go through DC. That's why it gets so busy.
Yeah. And the funny thing is when we were coming through here 3 weeks ago, we hit it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it took us 2 hours to go 50 miles.
Yes, it was ridiculous.
Between 2 and 4. So I don't
terrible.
know if everyone gets off at like 3 o'clock or something or what, but
I think they do.
But it was actually really pleasant.
Yeah, so this turned out to be really good route, and we're going to put some distance behind, with DC behind us, and yes.
Well, you're talking about putting distance, and I was just curious to see how much fuel we have.
Do you really want to see that?
Well, I just saw it.
Oh.
So
yeah.
So our next stop is actually going to be a fuel stop in 88 miles. So
yes.
We should make it.
We should. We'll be in the red, and we might get a warning, but I don't think it'll be an issue. It's not like we haven't had a warning before on that.
No.
But our DEF is almost full, so
yeah.
At least I keep looking at that gauge. Makes me feel better.
Yeah, not the fuel gauge.
That's
so
right.
We'll stop and get fuel hopefully before dark here. And
yeah, but after our fuel stop, we're only about 15 or so miles from our overnight, so that'll be good.
That will be. Had a good travel day so far.
Oh yeah.
So here's a Virginia rest area, and it is tight.
Man, Virginia they're not crazy about trucks.
They're not. I mean, these truckers need breaks. They need a rest.
Yes, they need a place to pull over and go potty.
And Virginia's not a trucker-friendly state, I don't think.
I don't think they are either. That kind of irritates me.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like we'll be stopping.
Man.
I thought, whoa, there's a spot, but it says no parking.
Yeah.
So if you're a trucker driving through Virginia, beware.
They don't do you any favors.
Doing a flyby. Well, that would have been a nice to have, not a need to have. Ah, sheets. This truck stop is busy.
Yes, it is. Wow.
Now, what about over by that Vista? Of course, that guy's not going in it, so man, oh man. Is this the last bit of cheap fuel until...
It would appear so, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that guy just started fueling.
Yeah.
That guy's not fueling at all. That guy's not fueling. That guy's not fueling. None of them are fueling. Not a single one of them.
This guy's fueling.
The flatbed is fueling. So what's wrong with this middle one? You want me to go out and look to see if it's working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise, that's where we're going.
Yeah, but there's a reason why no one's parking there.
Yes. Why don't you go check it out?
Okay. pump looks like it's working and everything. So.
You want to go in?
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We'll have to turn back around. But why did this guy go in?
Yeah, I don't know. He's just content to sit behind this other guy. Now, he wasn't in his driver's seat either, so he might have been.
Oh, okay, doing something else.
Yeah.
All right, well, we do have a Sheets card that I got, I don't know where, somewhere.
You gotta have the card, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that does us no good.
We have rewards cards for just about every truck stop. So if you get the Sheets card, make sure you get the professional driver VIP. That's what a driver told me to get, because they have a regular, like a four-wheeler, and also this one. So are you going to look at your open roads to see what it is? Because it's showing $299 list price. And then sometimes we get, it's either a 2 or 3 cent discount, just like Mavericks. And then if we use our Sam's Club card, we get 5% off of that. Oh, I sound like such a cheapo, don't I?
Oh, you really do.
Well.
Okay. On the app, this is showing $290.
Well, it's cheaper to get the 5% off from Sam's.
Yes, it is. Because that gives us nearly 15 cents off.
Yeah, and
plus
we've
you get
learned,
the Sheets discount, which ends up being about 17 cents, and this is only giving us 10, but it's not a true 10.
Yeah, that's right. Those little stinkers, they sneak it in.
They take 10% of the plus 40-cent transaction fee, and they take 10% of the discount.
Yeah, and we figured it out, and it's close to, it's a lot. It's
well,
like
in this case, 9 cents. They would take a 10% of the discount of the dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
So it's not. We're not going to get 9 cents off. We're probably only going to get about 4 or 5.
Exactly.
So this is funny. There's a huge lineup, but because this bay is empty, no one wants to take the chance of going in that bay.
Oh yeah.
Just like this one. There's nothing wrong with this one.
Yeah. These are high capacity, but not real high flow.
So it's all show and no flow?
Yes.
You do realize the bugs are on the outside, right?
Really?
So are you?
I thought that I would get them really good from the inside, that it might be easier that way.
This is a view from behind of what we see. So you say it's high flow but slow go?
Yes. High capacity but slow go, slow flow. Let's see how we're doing. All right, 145 gallons.
All right, but what about another 60, 70 to go?
About another 50 to go.
All right. Why is it the last few miles of a late travel day, we always run into traffic of some sort? So are we staying at these apartment buildings?
No. Nothing but the best for you. We're going into a parking lot.
Oh boy.
On the left side.
Gonna be lot lizards.
Yes.
Alright, should be up here. It says on the left right here.
So it's a Harvest Host.
Mm-hmm.
It's a church. And I don't think I need the...
You sure about that?
No.
So 1, 2, 3. Well, we've got the right number of lanes.
Yeah.
Aw, mothers give us life and teach us how to live it. And Pastor Paul is here to greet us, which is really nice.
Which is really nice. So we'll get up here and get out and see where we're gonna park it.
Okay, well there's another RV
Yeah,
right
he
there.
said there was gonna be someone else here, so I'm thinking we might go along this lane.
Yeah, so we're gonna get out and see. So it's never fun coming in at night, but one thing that I like about coming in overnight is I get to use the airplane lights.
Oh yeah. So there's got to be some fun coming in after dark.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that could be a new video series.
What?
BTBT After Dark.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, now we're talking.
All right, we ready to light it up?
Yeah, let's light it up.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Take my lights. Cool.
We're getting ready to head out, and at this harvest host, Sandra's taking a little flower break. But some of these harvest hosts want you to patronize them in some form or fashion. Your envelope's too big. But this is a church, and Pastor Paul was really nice last night. Yeah.
Late.
We were really late with construction and such. So we're going to give them a little donation for the cause and in appreciation for them, well, allowing us to sleep here last night.
Look at the view.
Yeah, really nice from the parking lot. Well, so I have good news and bad news. Yeah, you want to hear the good or the bad first? That's kind of how this stick goes.
How about B, because B is before G in the alphabet?
Okay.
Yeah, bad then good.
All right, so bad then good. All right, so the bad news is we have 558 miles to go today.
Okay.
And we got to go through some construction. And Chattanooga. And Knoxville, Tennessee. So, all right. So that's the bad news. But the good news is that I may have dinner for us. We're going to be in a truck parking lot behind a Burger King.
Oh, a Burger King. I thought you were going to say Whataburger.
Oh man, if that was Whataburger, I'd drive 600 miles. That'd be no problem.
So today we'll probably do team driving every 3 hours. We'll switch off.
Yeah, and probably lunch and dinner in the truck. Yeah, it's going to be, well,
it's going to be a long
day. So what are we doing yapping with these guys?
No.
We got to hit it.
Yes.
Let's go. So our original stop tonight was going to be at a Walmart.
Yes. Our fridge is like empty.
But it's in Chattanooga, and I called first, and they don't allow overnight parking. Every Walmart, every location's different.
Yeah.
So, but you got to call first. We always do. We always check with them, and just to make sure, because you never know.
Nope.
So, sorry.
We are like literally out of everything.
So it's a good thing we're going into civilization for about 5 or 6 days tomorrow. Yeah, so always call first. Check.
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 So we are in Dublin, Virginia, and this is where Voyager was born. Actually, it was 10 years ago this week. Oh, isn't that fitting?
Oh, actually, that's true.
So 10 years ago this week, we went to that plant and we smacked little Voyager's baby butt and started her up for the first time.
Yep, right on the manufacturing floor.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That was real. Isn't that so funny? Our 10-year, we should have gone in there. We should have just driven in there.
We should have.
Our 10-year anniversary. Wow.
That's pretty wild,
so
actually.
That May 2nd, when's that going to be? That's Thursday, right?
Friday.
Friday. Yeah, for Friday. So this Friday, Voyager is going to be 10 years old.
Yep.
That's pretty wild. Isn't that
is pretty
neat?
wild.
I'll be darned.
Driving right past it on that same week.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's destiny.
It all comes around. It's one big circle. Circle of life.
Well, another state down on our journey southward. A new driver in the mix.
Yep.
And it's a beautiful day. Little slowdown in Knoxville.
This is worse than DC.
Yeah, actually, no joke. It really is. There's not as much, but I mean, it seems like there is. But we're only like 3 lanes here.
Yeah, we're going a lot slower.
Yeah, and it's 4:15. So, you know, once again, we're hitting rush hour. You know, I can't say a big city. Knoxville's decent size. Yeah, so.
But it's during the week. Well,
It's a Tuesday, but people still get off work, so. Yeah, so we're just rolling through Knoxville. We saw I guess it's the second largest Buc-ee's. That's a place we can't get to. Up by Sevierville and Pigeon Forge.
It's huge.
Huge, and like all the pumps are full. Just about. All right, continuing on. Another little slowdown here in Knoxville. This is the last one. It's gonna be about a 1/4 of a mile. But this is sort of a unique day because earlier we passed by the plant where our truck Voyager was built 10 years ago this week. And really about 8 years ago this week, we bought Pathfinder here in Knoxville at the Mercedes dealership. Kind of a, you know,
Memory lane.
Interesting day today. Yeah, memory lane.
I think we have some good travel mojo today, even though we're getting a payback from Knoxville because
that wasn't too bad.
That wasn't too bad, but I think this is the first time I've seen all green through Chattanooga. I mean, all green.
Yeah, and this is.
Look through Google Maps and everything's green.
It's like rush hour.
Yeah, it's what, 6:15?
Yeah.
Taking a little bit dip into Georgia, and then we'll be out again, back into Tennessee, and then into Alabama.
Crossing border, entering Georgia.
Quick trip through Georgia, and we are back into Tennessee. Tennessee River. It's a tiny little sign, but Sweet Home, Alabama.
Crossing border.
All right, the final state for this trip
Yeah.
for the next week.
A beautiful sunset up ahead, and we are in Gurley, Alabama, where we're supposed to stop for the night, right over there by that Burger King.
Actually, behind
The Burger King.
there's supposed to be a truck parking area. And
Well, let's see if there is.
yeah, I'm kind of curious myself now. Yep.
Yeah, there's a truck back there.
Yep. And it's a nice, big, level, lit.
Well, that would have been really nice.
That would have been great. There's a Popeyes right there and a Burger King. I could have treated you to dinner.
Special me.
Yeah.
But the trip planner,
Yeah.
someone didn't have his glasses on when he was planning the trip.
I didn't zoom out enough when I was looking at the map. So we kind of came to the epiphany today, and you kind of asked, well, gee, how far is that to Huntsville?
Mm-hmm. And only about 20 miles. So tomorrow would have been a 20-mile day. And we said, well, if we're that close, I mean, 20 miles, come on.
What the heck?
what the heck?
It's 20 miles between family, right?
Yeah, so we called the campground owner, our daughter, to see if our site in her driveway was ready, and she said that she'd be more than happy to pull in the arrival date by a day.
By a day and prep it, so it's just more revenue for the campground.
Yeah. So
that's where we're heading.
So that means we get to see the grandkids a little bit earlier too. We might actually make it in by sunset.
That would be nice if we're not parking in the dark.
Yeah.
No, it's not like we haven't done that before.
Have we gone to her house in the dark?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wish I had a little more time with you, baby. Time to figure out what this could be. I dreamt of a life in a small town that wasn't enough for you somehow. I just wish I had a little more time with you, baby. Weeks and months and years they passed, and I knew it wouldn't last. When tears streamed down my face, my mama said, all the nights that end in heartbreak gonna pay off someday. And the pain that you're feeling gradually fades away. 'Cause growing up, falling in love, giving your all might not be enough. Just trust your head and your heart, that's what my mama said. I wish I could freeze this moment, just never let it end. Walking through the snow when you're taking my hand. All of those late nights on your couch when we just talked until midnight. I just wish I could freeze this moment, babe. Weeks and months and years they passed, and I knew it wouldn't last. When tears streamed down my face, my mama said, all the nights that end in heartbreak gonna pay off someday. And the pain that you're feeling gradually fades away. 'Cause growing up, falling in love, giving your all might not be enough. Just trust your head and your heart, that's what my mama said. Weeks and months and years they passed, but then I found